Hey, what up, Chad? We're here with the limited challenge for the weekend, and yeah, you can see the rules up here. You can use, or you may use, up to 2 pink diamonds and 2 amethysts. There are no free agents allowed, but everything else has to be a sapphire or lower. So I went ahead and put together a team that I think would be like my best for the weekend, and I'll go over that right now. It's this team right here, and I used my 2 pink diamonds on Penny Hardaway and David Robinson. Even though Penny Hardaway is just a diamond, I think he's like the best point guard in the league, or in the game right now, and of course he's not even in the league anymore. But yeah, and I happen to have him, so why not use him? And then David Robinson, I feel the same about the center. And I feel like the center and point guard are going to be the 2 that really determine a lot of things. I was looking through the sapphires, and there's not a lot of good centers. So if you have a pink diamond, or if your opponent has a pink diamond, all you have is sapphires or lower, going up against a center here, I don't think it'll be that good. Yeah, I think David Robinson has a big mismatch on that. And then if it's a amethyst, I looked through the amethyst ones, and you might be able to find one that can compete with David Robinson, but I feel like David Robinson is going to have a bigger mismatch than just about any small forward or shooting guard will over these 2. And at my amethyst, because these are the ones I use Rex Chapman and Eddie Jones. Rex Chapman's going to be the offense, and Eddie Jones for defense. Obviously you can change those out if you feel like going too defensively, so that way you can just run Penny Hardaway and David Robinson on offense for most of the game. And then Jonathan Isaac, he's just known to be the best sapphire in the game, but he's a little expensive right now because I believe every YouTuber out there is talking about him, and DBG has talked about him for a long time. So his price was already pretty expensive for what he is. It was already around like 3,000, and I believe now it's starting to go up more. Yeah, man. Anyways, going on to the rest of the team, my bench lineup, I went ahead and put in the 2 best blue cards for point guards, Jalen Suggs and Donovan Mitchell. And then I went to some good shooters with Troy Daniels, Duncan Robinson, and Dylan Windler. Anyways, yeah, those guys are going to be basically just jump shooters. I believe all of them have above like 88 3-point shot. Yeah, this guy's got a 92. And then, let's see here, 89 right there. And then what do you got here? Oh, 87. Okay, so he's the only one that doesn't have above an 88, but still that's pretty good for what kind of cards they are. And then I put in Kenyon Martin and Zydrunas as the backup centers. Zydrunas will be, he'll be the guy if I need a big body, and then if I need somebody fast to be able to move up and down the court, Kenyon Martin will play that role. And then Ben Simmons. Not a lot of people talk about this card, but I think I've told you about him once before. But the reason I use him is his driving dunk is an 83, and then his speed is an 83, his acceleration is an 83, and his speed with ball is an 81. And the guy is 6'11". I mean, just that alone is enough. I believe his ball handling skills, 83, which, yeah, I think that's like the same as Marcus Smart, which a lot of people use as their point guards. But yeah, he's not going to shoot the ball ever. He'll get a layup or a dunk, or he'll pass it. But still, he plays kind of like Jonathan Isaac, but without a jump shot, I guess. He's great defensively. He's just got a big body. And hopefully it all works out in the game that he plays. Hopefully I wasn't just talking shit. Anyways, yeah, man, this is my lineup. This is the ones that I thought would do the best. Basically, I would use your two best at your point guard and center, or point guard at power forward. I usually like to have a big just in case you have to go up against any pink diamond center that's, you know, one of the top ones. Mark Gasol, David Robinson, Kevin Garnett, any of those guys. I believe, you know, just about any amethyst would have trouble with them. And even if you use like LeBron James, yes, Eddie Jones is gonna have trouble with him, but I see it harder to be a bigger problem there than not being able to stop somebody in the middle, because having David Robinson will still cause problems for LeBron James, other than having somebody here. Once he gets by him, then there's no way to stop LeBron. So that's just my thinking. Hopefully it works out. I'm not going to play online, so it's not really going to matter. Let's go see who I'm compare the team. Oh, I have to stop Tracy McGrady at that spot. Ooh, maybe if you're just going to play this game, maybe you do change it out so that way you match up against these guys. But I'm hoping that Dave Robinson's speed is just going to take advantage of Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's, lack of speed in this game. He's got great height, he's got a good build, but they gave him terrible speed. And I'm hoping that'll be good. Eddie Jones, though, will probably lock up Rex Chapman pretty well, which is not good for me. And then they used Steve Francis at their point guard. So yeah, you're gonna want to use a good point guard over there as well. Yeah, man. Hopefully you enjoyed that. I'm gonna record the game. If it's any good, maybe I'll put that in too, and I'll talk about the guys after. All right, I'll see you there. All right, Chad, back, and the game's over. Imagine that. We won. Rex Chapman played really well. 6 for 6, 2 for 2 for 3. Eddie Jones matched him. Almost identical. And then Penny Hardaway just was able to do, you could do pretty much whatever you wanted with him. He could have scored 20 easily, but he was setting people up with some assists, got some rebounds. Donovan Mitchell, he's really good. He's fast. He shoots pretty well. David Robinson, well, yeah, you know, he's just one of the best centers in the game right now. Troy Daniels, he's a great shooter. Defensively, yeah, he's okay. He's all right, you know. He is, you know, sapphire card, so not really expecting too much out of that. But great shooter. I enjoyed shooting with him. Duncan Robinson, same thing. Just I think he might be like an inch taller, maybe 2. And then Ben Simmons, fast, was able to get down the floor to get his 2 points, or his 4 points. And Jonathan Isaac, great rebounding, got 2 blocks. He was big and was able to clog the lane, set good screens. I enjoyed Jonathan Isaac. I probably could have used him even more. He only played 8 minutes out of the game, which was half the game, 4 minutes a quarter. But Zydrunas got a couple minutes in there too. Big body. I didn't really take too many shots with him, but he was able to take advantage of mismatches when he had a 6'9" center on him. Kenyon Martin didn't really get to play too much. He was only in like just to keep other people energized, and then obviously these two didn't get to play for me. But yeah, man, really you could trade out Kenyon Martin for just about anybody at the power forward or slash center. I liked him because he's able to play both spots and give either spot a break. Zydrunas, I mean, he's a great big body. If you're looking for somebody that can shoot well, he's got a decent shot. And then I didn't shoot much with him today, but his stats look good. so I don't really know if his jumper is that good. I guess I shouldn't say anything. Jonathan Isaac, he's like a must-have almost. If you don't want to spend that much on him though, because this weekend he's probably going for a lot. Ben Simmons is a good replacement. Ben Simmons got to go up against Jonathan Isaac on the floor and did just fine. He's 6'11" as well, so he's able to match his size. I believe he might even be a little faster than him, so he's able to get up and down the court better. I mean, his stats and badges are probably worse though, so not saying he's better, just saying that he's a cheap option to go up against him. David Robinson, you know what you're going to get out of these guys. They're shooters. They could be interchangeable if you need. But yeah, that was just the way I set up my team. I put a couple shooters together off the bench with a shooter and defender starting. I put all my good guys starting just to kind of set the tone of the game, because once the computer is down by a little bit, it's easier to kind of just play the game. Anyways, man, hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully this helps you out and you get the free card as well. And hopefully this free card doesn't suck. Later, man.